Okay, very fast. Everybody's clicking skills are so good. They click so fast. Immediately after I launched the poll already, 83% already say it's a fact. Okay, I'm just going to give you a couple more seconds to answer the poll. And I'm going to end the poll right now. Thank you for answering the polls. All right. So let me share the results. So 84% saying it's a fact, and that is true. Okay, there is a study that's being done showing that individuals who even though eat a healthy diet, but they also include sweetened drinks, do increase in their inflammation, and that also increase their diabetes risk. So what we can do is to actually have less sugary drinks. Okay, drink water would be the best choice. Okay, but having more than 2 cans of these sugary drinks does increase our risk. So we're going to look at other options that we can have sweetened drinks, for example. Maybe having a tablespoon of honey water with lemon would be a better option than having something that is straight away from a can or straight away that is high amounts of sugar. So things that commonly found in sugary drinks easily would have about 3 to 4 teaspoons of sugar in a fruit juice, for example. And if you look at cola drinks, easily 9 teaspoons of sugar. So if we're going to have 2 of these, that would be actually 18 teaspoons of sugar. So how many of us actually go to the kitchen and put 18 teaspoons of sugar into our mouth? So generally we don't, but we can easily drink up these cans or these bottled drinks. Jancy, that's a very good question. What about flavored milk? So flavored milk, would have about 3.5 teaspoons of sugar, right? So though flavored milk itself do contain natural sugar like lactose, but the flavored milk do add that amount of sugar in there. So it's about 3.5 teaspoons of sugar. But what's better than orange juice here in this packet is that flavored milk do contains protein. So the protein amount does help to reduce sugar to increase in our body. Right. William, I'm not going to answer that question. I'm just kidding. Please do not add additional oil into that dumpling. Okay. All right. So another question, Olivia. The difference I think you meant UHT and fresh milk. Okay. I think you meant UHT and fresh milk, if I'm not wrong. So UHT milk is what we call as, they go through a process, of pasteurization. That is ultra high light, of pasteurization. Extra high heat, temperature. Ultra high temperature. The L kind of caught me off guard. Ultra high temperature of pasteurization, and that actually destroys a lot of its bacteria so that it can actually last in a packet at room temperature at longer periods of time as compared to fresh milk. So fresh milk does go through pasteurization, but not as high temperature as UHT milk. So hence the shelf life for both is quite different. So in terms of nutritional qualities, what happens when we go through ultra high temperature, we lose quite a number of vitamin B in the milk. So that actually just the main difference would be that the protein levels are the same, the calcium levels are the same. Right, it's just to make more milk more easily available for places actually when they first started, for places that don't have accessibility to milk because of the area or the country. So for example, we don't really have milk in this region as compared to some countries that do have, and that's where milk is made available to us in Asia. More so in Southeast Asia. Okay. Another question, I don't know whether I missed that. Okay, got it. Jayden, how about those zero calorie artificial sweetener like aspartame and sucralose and A-succulent K, for example, and stevia? Got it. Right. So these drinks, beverages that contain artificial sweetener, they are artificial chemical added to drinks that do not have added calories. So they're not actually exactly sugar, but when they put on our taste buds, we taste them, they are sweet. But they are chemically added to food. So with that, I would say in my own opinion, I wouldn't recommend to have that as a replacement for sugary drinks. But individuals who maybe say want to go on a weight management, and one of the habits that they're trying to wean off is to cut down on sugary drinks, then these are good alternatives for a short period of time. Right, so unless you're only taking it temporary or having it as as a treat once in a while, I think that's okay. Right. So stevia, as compared to those stevia and monk fruit sweeteners, okay, are more natural because they come from a leaf or a plant base. Okay, these some individuals, okay, may have an inflammatory response. Some people might feel a bloatedness, gas, okay, because of the triggers that it can cause in the gastrointestinal. So not saying that it's highly good also, but all of us are made differently. So especially children, actually, stevia and monk fruit, they tend to bloat quite easily or cause them to have diarrhea or gas. Back to air frying. Back to air frying, what temperature is considered breaking down the structure, right? So a rule of thumb is actually anything that's more than 190 degrees, actually. So a deep frying temperature. So ideally, if you're going to put anything in deep frying, is to be quick and swift and quickly taken out so that it's shorter period of time and not exposed them to high heat and long periods of time. Okay, thank you very much for those questions. Those are really practical questions, and I'm sure, you know, if you're going into the kitchen, those are important things to note as well.